But you know how the lot goes from the farm to the table? There's a very long supply chain and there's so much logistics involved and there's so many players involved. It's not that simple. How do you guys do it? How does it all work?
Okay, this is a great question. So we don't ship, we don't mess with the supply chain, we don't do any of the logistics. The same way Airbnb doesn't own real estate, we don't own any supply chain stuff. We're using the existing supply chain, the existing shippers, the existing people. It's just right now the way it works is the farmer usually goes to a local village loan shark to get a loan to fund his harvest. The loan is given at 20%, sometimes 30% interest rates, ridiculous interest rates. And then when the farmer has supply, he naturally just sells it back to the loan shark or some local guy who knows how to keep the prices low. Then that middleman consolidates supply and sells it to a small warehouse. That small warehouse sells it to a bigger warehouse. The bigger warehouse has a connection with a guy who has global shipping relationship. They then talk to a trade financer. The trade financer takes a piece. Then they finally get it onto a ship, and then it goes to a wholesaler who then sells it to a retailer.
Yes.
And there's usually multiple people sitting in between.
Yes.
So our goal is we have our platform. You click and add your supply in there. The trade financing is automatic. The paperwork is automatic. The buyer side is handled automatic. And then the order just goes out to the normal shippers, and whoever can deliver it most efficiently will be able to deliver.
The first piece of the chain where it goes to the smaller, like a buyer, wholesale, I don't know. Wouldn't that person still be involved? Wouldn't they need to take it to the bigger warehouse and all that?
So what we found is it depends on the societal structure of the country that we're working with.
Yeah.
So here in Indonesia, farmers work through cooperatives, right? So
Yeah.
those co-ops actually have the capacity to be able to deliver the food wherever they like, as long as they're engaged and as long as they're compensated. So to answer your question, some places, yes, the middleman might be the right person to do it. In most places, the middleman isn't the right person because a lot of big conglomerates have basically a mafia of their own people that go out there and actually are controlling prices of different things. And they know to set a certain price, even though global prices are different. That might be the person, but more than likely the co-ops are going to be a better fit because the value that we deliver to the co-ops goes into the village and they know how to share every penny properly.
I would like to share a little bit about my background, which I didn't share. So I live in New Zealand. I have done for the last 25 years. And New Zealand is one of the few developed countries where agriculture is the primary industry. It has only 5.5 million people, but it makes enough food for 40 to 80 million people. And then it exports a lot. So whether it's like the world's largest dairy is from New Zealand, insane amounts of wine, lamb, beef, honey, lots and lots of agriculture for lots of fruit that grows here, billions of dollars worth gets exported all around.